You can believe what happened over here, man. Got real warm out there. Really went in the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is another round of the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro Late Models. Tonight we come to the Lucas Oil Speedway here on the Iracing.com service. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set. Qualifying is done, and we are going into heat racing action. Let's take a look at your qualifying results coming up on screen. Dylan Yeager goes quick time with a 14.378, 2 1,000 of a second. Back to Dylan Wilson, who goes second quick. Cody Nevin, 7 1,000 of a second. Sits in position number 3. Josh Fuller, 4th. Jacob Fields rounds out your top 5 as we have just the 2 heat races on the program for tonight. And we will take a look at heat race number 1 lineup. They will look like this. Dylan Yeager will start on pole in car number 48. And well, he's got the Christmas theme on in November. What a bit of a silly sausage who does that. It's not Christmas in November, it's Christmas in December. He will start from position number 1. Cody Nevin for WFO lines up at a position number 2. Rolling off at a position number 3 is going to be the 007 entry of Jacob Fields. From position number 4, it's the one machine for Mid-South Mafia. It is Corey Roberts. Position number 5 for Team Outlaw Motorsports, driving the B32 entry, that's BJ DeValta. He's outside in the Terry Berry Motorsports, caliber 500 for NLRA. And Mid-South Mafia, it is Tyler Berry from position number 6. Position number 7, driving caliber 61, that'll be Carl Shackle, lining up at a position number 8 in caliber 88. That's going to be Joseph Johnson. And that will be heat race number 1 for tonight. Just the 2 heat races on the program. Bit of a double header here tonight once again on this Thursday evening. The second last round of the series. After tonight, we go to the dirt track at Charlotte next week. And again, tonight, tomorrow, and tonight and next week, points count towards the national tour in conjunction with the World of Thunder Esports League. A chance to win $500 for the championship. I believe they're paying close to roughly, I want to say roughly about $1,000 for the pair. I could be wrong on that. I'm not too sure what the exact payout figure is, but here we go. Heat race number 1. Run away with Dylan Yeager. Down into 1 and 2. Jacob Fields looks to the inside now on Cody Nevin. Down the back straight away. It's going to be Yeager to lead lap number 1. Nevin runs in second. Third is Fields and Corey Roberts in fourth. PJ Duval rounds out to top 5 as he's gotten past Tyler Berry in caliber 500. Carl Shackle, the only Joseph Johnson, Carl Shackle, the only 2 drivers to switch positions from their original starting positions. We continue on. Cody Nevin's got some company right now with Jacob Fields driving that D1RT number 11 machine. It'll be 3 down, 5 to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Thanks to the Bluegrass Iracing Series with Ulysses Speed Shop and O'Brien Industries here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Some contact. We're going to go yellow. Poor old BJ Duval. He may have had a helping hand, or he may have caused this one. Let's have a look at how this all unfolded here on the NLRA instant replay. Now he gets into the back of Robertson and just sort of checks up there, and Berry nowhere to go. Johnson nowhere to go. Shackle nowhere to go. Just a little bit of a Constantina effect, unfortunately. That should put the 32B at the tail end of the field, and that's exactly where iRacing and Race Control see fit to the B32. Going to the tail end, single file restart. Pace car takes an immediate right hand turn outside of the racetrack in turn number 2. And we're going to be green, and the cross flag sticks immediately come out. 4 down, 4 to run. Once we resume heat race number 1 of 2, the Bluegrass iRacing Series Pro late models. We're back underway with Dylan Yeager. Bit of a slow start there from positions 5 on back. There's a gap as Corey Roberts now try to peak low on the inside of Jacob Fields, and we're going to go yellow once again. So I don't think Race Control too happy with that start. You can see Joseph Johnson now at the back of the bus for heat number 1. So essentially, although we only completed half a lap, that will take the full lap out of it. Again, right after this one, we head to the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series from the virtual Cedar Lake Raceway. You'll see the likes of Dylan Yeager in attendance, probably one of the only drivers from this Pro Late Model Series that will make their way into the Apex Auto Glass Tinting 410 Sprint Cars. Catch that live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, live across Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. I think we've got Brendan Grover and Tyler Harris on the call for that one. And just some preparation for the drivers that are attempting to run the CarQuest Auto Parts Sprint Car Pro Qualifying Series. But more on that later on Monday night as we're back underway. Green flag goes out. There's that WFO number 11 machine of Cody Nevin. Still running in second position. Jacob Fields still back there in third. Joseph Johnson, who started 8th, he's moved up 3 positions in that number 13 machine. He's up to position number 5. As here comes Jacob Fields trying to sneak a nose on the inside, the left rear quarter panel there of Cody Nevin, but not going to happen. Yeager goes up to the top into turn number 1 and 2 as he'll work down the back straight away into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is going to be out. Heat number 1 is about to be in the books, and there it is. It's going to be Dylan Yeager getting the win. Second will go to Cody Nevin. Third, Jacob Fields, Corey Roberts, and Joseph Johnson right up to top 5. Tyler Berry, Carl Shackle, and BJ Duval will be your 8 drivers in heat race number 1. So lovely look from the top of the racetrack, and now in turns 2 as heat number 1 results coming up on screen. It is going to be Dylan Yeager confirmed your winner from Cody Nevin. Jacob Fields, the top 3. Now everybody goes to the main event, but top 3 will go lock it straight into the main. 4th on back will be running a consolation race. Heat number 2, they're going to line up like this on the pole. It's going to be Dylan Wilson in car number 84 D1RT to the outside, the Rocket Eastworth car number 12 of Josh Fuller from position number 2. Position number 3, driving the T-Berry Motorsports NLRA Mid-South Marbia car number 48 entry. That's Scott Fritz. He's outside in the ET Motorsports car number 7, Braden Taylor from position number 4. Driving car number 10 from position number 5, it's Raven Yaskolski. And he's on his outside, driving car number 5. It's Jaden Sheehan lining up at a position number 6. Robbie Everhart in the ET Motorsports car number 12 lines up at a position number 7, and Kyle Schreckengost lines up the 29 from position number 8. Well, BJ, hopefully it widens up for you, champion. So, the drivers make their way through 1 and 2. Pace track is off, which means we are ready for a start. Heat number 2, the top 3 will line up positions 2, 4 and 6 in the main event. Everybody else from 4th on back will go racing in a last chance qualifier or the B main, although all drivers will be able to make the main. It's all about the better starting position. Scott Fritz has made the immediate pass there. Oh, and Josh Fuller put the yellow is out, which means he's probably going to have to give the spot back up. And, well, Josh Fuller, consider yourself lucky. So the first time I've been here at the Lucas Oil Speedway doing a broadcast. And 2 official races over the last couple of days here in a 360. Got a 2nd and a 5th, I think. Or a 2nd and a 4th. It was one of those. Might have been 5th actually. Put it this way, I've done more racing yesterday than what I've done all year long. Raced a bit of everything. In fact, I've even got my wheels still hooked up. Normally I take it off, but we'll keep it on for the moment. As we'll keep the cars on the racetrack for heat number 2 as a pace car took a stage right dive into the pit area. Wilson, Fuller and Fritz top 3. Wilson for D1RT in that 80 machine. We'll say let's go race some boys. Raven Yaskolski is back in the work area, and he won't be taking any further part in heat race number 2. We'll see him later on in the B main. Sheen was trying to work to the inside of the 29 of Kyle Schreckengost. Schreckengost has moved up 3 positions in car number 29. Up front is still Dylan Wilson, Josh Fuller and Scott Fritz. That's your top 3. Again, this will line up the outside row, positions 2, 4 and 6 on the line. As Fritz took a big peek down to the bottom side near 1 and 2. Fritz and Fuller both tag the back straightaway wall. So try and carry that momentum through the middle of the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. What's going on, Mr. Raswell? It's still Dylan Wilson out in front. Fuller still runs in 2nd. 3rd is Fritz. Braden Taylor in 4th. Schreckengost, Sheen and Everhart. I think Sheen and Everhart are having a nice little battle. Let's look out. There's some contact, and well, Robbie Everhart checks up. Jaden Sheen gets it going again. So nice move there from Robbie Everhart as he got into the back of Jaden Sheen. He backed out of it and let him go on by. Coming to the white flag. Out of turn number 4 is Dylan Wilson. The Lucas Oil Speedway playing host to another round of the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro late models. And tonight it is the points counting towards the National Championship down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Dylan Wilson going to be victorious. Second is going to go to Josh Fuller, I believe it was. Fuller will grab second. Fritz will grab third. Taylor, Schreck and Goss round out your top 5. Sheehan, Eberhard and Jaskolski. They will find themselves going to your B main. So heat number 2 results making their way onto your screen, and there it is. Top 3, Wilson, Fuller and Fritz, 0.020 of a second between Fuller and Fritz. So nice job by Fritz and Fuller there to make it a little interesting there on the final lap as we get set for your B main. And they are going to look like this. From the pole position, driving that Mid-South Mafia, car number 1 entry, that is Corey Roberts. He's outside. Piloting car number 7 for ET Motorsports. Position number 2, it is Braden Taylor. Position number 3, driving car number 88, it's Joseph Johnson to the outside of row 2, starting from position number 4. In car number 29, it's Kyle Schreckengost. Your third row to the inside, driving the T-Berry Motorsports, NLRA, Mid-South Mafia, car number 500. It is Tyler Berry from position at number 5. And to the outside, piloting car number 5 from position at number 6, it's Jaden Sheehan. Rolling off out of your 7th starting position, inside row number 4, piloting car number 61, that's Carl Shackle. And to the outside of him, piloting car number 12 for ET Motorsports, from position number 8, that's Robbie Everhart. And your 5th and final row for tonight's B main, from position number 9, driving the Team Outlaw Motorsports 32B, or the B32, from the nice starting position, that is BJ Duval, and he's outside, piloting car number 10, or the 010, depending on what you want to call it. Either way, it's got a 10 there. It is Raven Jaskulski, starting from position number 10. So 10 cars have made the start. All 10 cars will go to the B main. Your winner will start from position at number 7. So this is going to essentially line up from row 4 on back. I believe we've got 12 laps? 10 or 12 laps around here, around the Lucas Oil Speedway. It is 12 laps, and we're underway in your last chance qualify. Look at Sheen, got into the back of the 29 entry of Schreck and Gost. Berry has made the pass, now challenging for the race lead. Joseph Johnson in car number 13. Joseph Johnson will lead lap number 1. Here comes Braden Taylor in car number 7, looking upstairs through turn number 1 and 2. But it's Tyler Berry working down to the low side, down into 3 and 4, side by side for the race lead. Your B main, Johnson and Berry, door to door, down into 1 and 2. Here comes Shackle to the inside now on Braden Taylor. Top 4, you can throw a blanket as they go 2 by 2 down into turn number 3. Slide jump by Berry. Look out, there's some contact. Carl Shackle goes spinning to the infield. We go yellow. And just as the race was heating up for the top 4 positions, unfortunately, little contact looked like it may have just been a bit of a racing deal. And unfortunately, that'll put Carl Shackle in the 61 to the tail end of the field. Hello. Hello, Platty. So B main, the only B main, again, all drivers transferring directly to the show. Again, this will line up. It's all just basically racing for starting positions, but they'll also have a chance to get their cars dialed in for that main event to come up in after the warm-up session. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know whether they'll have a minute or 2 minutes. Oh yeah, Terry Berry out in front in the Terry Berry Motorsports car number 500. It's got a good looking car on that one, the old CFM JDM designs. Gotta say, it's a very nice looking race car. In fact, there's quite a few looking race cars that are looking pretty hot, and better get the fire extinguisher out. As looking to burn away from the rest of the field, it is Tyler Berry Joseph Johnson again goes back to the top side into turn number 1 and 2. Braden Taylor looks low and we go yellow. Oh, Corey Roberts. What happened to young Corey? Let's have a look at your NLRA instant replay. So keep an eye on the 1 on the outside of the 4th row. Oh, no, it wasn't even him. Okay, so that wasn't... Keep an eye on the 29 entry of Carl Schreckengast. There was some contact. Well, I believe that is Robbie Everhart in the 12 it was. Robbie, why you do this? So single file restart. Safety car is off and we're ready to launch them. Yeah, no, definitely can't park there. Five down, 7 to go. You've been main in the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro Late Models. Brought to you by Majula Sea Speed Shop and O'Brien Industries. Again, tonight's points going towards the National Tour. Look at Duval looking at the inside on the outside, of the 7. Braden Taylor drifts up a little high on the racetrack. Robbie Everhart looks to the inside, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Duval looks low. You can't miss him in the black and pink car with the blue rims on it. Here comes Everhart back to the outside as they work into 1 and 2. Duval slides up, gets into the side of Braden Taylor. No harm, no foul. Duval goes back to the middle of the racetrack. Look out, Everhart. Here comes Jaden Sheehan now. Jaden Sheehan throwing his hat into the mix. 8 down. We've got 3.5 to go here in your B main. Oh, look out, Braden Taylor got some got those virtual mechanical issues. Comes back onto the racetrack, gets it sorted out. Duval slides up. Look out, there was some contact there with Joseph Johnson. Jaden Sheehan now works low, works inside of Braden Taylor. 3 wide. Here comes Robbie Everhart. Look at this 5-car battle in your B main, and it's all for better starting positions. 2 by 3 we go through 1 and 2. Duval has got position number 2. Johnson back to 3rd. Then you go back to Taylor and Sheehan. They make contact. Then the white flag is out. Unfortunately, no yellow. They're just going to have to race it out to the end. And I'll tell you who's loving that one is the 500 machine of Tyler Berry. Checkers around. He will win your B main. Second will go to BJ Duval. Braden Taylor home in 3rd. Corey Roberts. Robbie Everhart round out your top 5. Raven Jaskulski, Carl Schreckengast, Carl Shackle, Joseph Johnson and Jaden Sheehan. So your B main results coming up on screen. So the Tyler Berry entry will come away victorious in your B main, followed by BJ Duval home in 2nd, Braden Taylor 3rd, Corey Roberts rounds out your top 4th, Robbie Everhart rounds out your top 5. Then you go back to Raven Jaskulski, Carl Schreckengast, Carl Shackle, Joseph Johnson and Jaden Sheehan make up your top 9 drivers in your B main. Again, I don't think that they're going to have too many minutes of warm-up session here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And we won't be too far away from getting this race underway. It'll consist of 50 laps. So again, tonight the double header on the program. Of course, the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro Late Models, our 50 lap main event, not too far away. But then we've got the Apex Auto Class and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series in probably about 30 minutes time. Once we get done with here, we'll have a quick chat to some of the drivers and then we will get ready for the 410 Sprint Cars from the Cedar Lake Raceway. waiting on race control to give us the all clear, and then we are going to let them loose here at Lucas Oil 50 laps. Round number 9 of the National Tour as well. 28th to the 10th, that looks like it was last week. Dylan Wilson is leading from Jacob Fields, Cody Nevin, Dylan Yeager and Daniel Mills. But we haven't seen Daniel Mills in a number of weeks. Of course, Wilson, Fields, Nevin, Yeager are here. Fritz, Fuller and Everhart. So we've got 6 out of the top 10 drivers that are here tonight. As again tonight, part of the World of Thunder National Tour. $500 to win for the championship. Next week, the dirt track at Charlotte will also be a part of the National Tour with the World of Thunder Esports League, and that will conclude what is the Bluegrass Iracing Series season for the Pro Late models. They will be done. So big thank you to, of course, the Bluegrass Iracing Series for putting on these events. They run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, from trucks on the asphalt side of things to Xfinity cars to the Cup cars, and then they have their turn of the Pro Late models on Thursday nights. And catch Steve McMillan and BJ Duval. Through to the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday show, and then of course Thursdays. Well, I like to give Steve a break. He's done a lot for Ultimate Dirt TV, and well, the bloke deserves a break. A minute left in the warm-up session again. Bluegrass Iracing Series. Big thanks to their sponsors, Ulysses Speed Shop and O'Brien Industries. And so that's who we don't have here tonight, John O'Brien. So hopefully we'll be able to see him back next week at the dirt track at Charlotte. So as the time ticks down on your warm-up session, 30 seconds left for these drivers to get their cars dialed in. In there actually. Nice, Gary, nice. So there is your checkered flag. Complete 5-minute warm-up session. We will take a look at your 16 drivers that will take to the racing surface here at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Your main event is coming up as we take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And let's go from back to front. From position number 16, it's Jaden Sheehan, piloting car number 5. To the inside, driving car number 13, Joseph Johnson. From position number 14, driving car number 61, that's Carl Shackle. To the inside, driving car number 29. From position number 13, Carl Schreckengost. From position number 12, driving car number 10, that's Raven Yaskulski. And to his inside, piloting car number 12 from position number 11, it's Robbie Everhart. From position number 10, driving the one machine, it's Corey Roberts for Mid-South Mafia. To the inside, piloting car number 7 from position number 9, Braden Taylor. Then we go to the 4th row on the outside, runner-up in your B main for Team Outlaw Motorsports, driving the 32B, it's BJ Duval. To the inside, from position number 7, your B main winner from Mid-South Mafia and T-Berry Motorsports, it's the 500. It's Tyler Berry. I nearly said Terry, just said him. From position number 6, driving the T-Berry Motorsports, caliber 48 for NLRA Mid-South Mafia, it is Scott Fritz, and he's inside from position number 5. Driving the 007 for D1RT Racing, Jacob Fields. Your second row on the outside in car number 12 for Rocket Esports, it's Josh Fuller from position number 4. To the inside for WFO in car number 11. It's never clear, not clear, Cody Nevin. And your front row for tonight's main event from D1RT Racing, piloting car number 80, it's, oh yeah, the Kool-Aid Man of Dylan Wilson from position number 2. And on the pole, looking for another feature win here this evening and this season. From Team Victory Lane Racing, piloting car number 48, the Silly Sausage thinks it's Christmas in November. We're not there just yet. It's Christmas in December. It's the 48 entry of Dylan Yeager. 50 laps on the board here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. And we are underway in your main event with Dylan Yeager leading the entire field. Your 16 cars. Fuller fends up the challenge from Jacob Fields through turn number 3 and 4. Look out, Terry Berry in the Terry Berry 500 machine. Trying to work his way inside the top 5. Look at him go high, look at him go low. Lap number 1 is in the books. Dylan Yeager leads from Dylan Wilson. Wilson and Nevin, they're running a little higher than what Yeager was. Here comes a slight jump for the race lead down in the turn number 1 and 2. Wilson with the move. Yeager, he's got some dip and turns it back underneath him. Here comes Cody Nevin now. Nevin going to make it a 3-car battle for the race lead. He checks up. He realised that there was not a spot for Nevin to move up. Hey, Cody Nevin realised he was not clear. Some nice dipping source there from Dylan Yeager as he now turns it back to the low side. Down into turns 3, out of turn number 4. It's now Dylan Wilson who's got the different source. Dylan Wilson leads your 4th lap. Slide jump by Cody Nevin now. Nevin on Yeager. Yeager back to the inside. Here comes Fuller now. Fuller works through the middle of the speedway. We are yellow in your A main. Yes, they've certainly got some sauce. They've got some hot sauce. They just go, they just get some dip, and they go whoop, then cube. Oh, there we go. Anton Jennington confirmed for Apex 410 wing sprint cars. You can catch that after the Bluegrass Racing Series Pro late models. Josh, who we got? We got Tyler and Brendan on the call for that one. Tyler Harris, Brendan Grover. If not, I can do it. Yes, you can tell these guys have gone to the. Well, I'm going to say Woolworths, but I'll say the shopping. I'll say they've gone to the shop and they've got some dip. Right, we need to include everybody here, Planty. Right, because they can't stray in. As your Delaware double file restart in effect here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, the leader has the front row to himself. The driver that sits in second position has lane choice inside or outside. And of course, Dylan Yeager has chosen the outside of the racetrack. I didn't say I was sorry. I just said we just got to include him in there. BJ Duval -8 positions. Carl Shackle +4, biggest mover through the field in the early parts of your A main. What is 5 laps complete? We'll start our 6th. Again, we'll go back to the last recorded lap. So maybe race control just having a look at the cause of the incident and who is going to be sent to the back of the field, whether it is in fact BJ Duval in that 32B machine. So still a fair bit of racing here, and we wait for the lights to turn off. Are race control happy? Race control is never happy, but they say let's turn the lights off. Pace truck, you can come back to the pit area. Ready for a start once again in your A main here at the Lucas Oil Speedway, the Bluegrass Racing Series Pro late models. Nevin immediately looks down to the low side into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Yeager. Works back to the outside in the attack 3 defense for Team Victory Lane Racing. Nevin tries to slide to the middle of the racetrack. He finds nothing but a bit of slick patch. Here comes Scott Fretz, Josh Fuller as they work side by side. Fretz has got the run on the outside. Now here comes Jacob Fields now. Moving up to position number 5, so Fields gets back to his original starting position. Oh yeah, it was certainly Jado's fault. He was really impatient, that bloke. And it might have just been a bit of a racing deal. It's time for an S-Chats. All the drivers, all bar one, I think it might have been Braden, no, it might have been Joseph Johnson, who was working through the middle. Everybody else was sort of running upstairs. As Nevin still trying to work his way by that 48 machine of Dylan Yeager, Dylan Wilson still continuing to lead the way. Again, there is second, third and fourth on screen at the moment. 10 down and 40 to go. Wilson, everybody playing nice. It's almost just like a little bit of a hot lap session right now. Hopefully the tracks is always changing here on the Iracing.com service. Hopefully we'll get to see a number of different lines coming into play here. We still watch Nevin, Fritz, look out Fritz, put the right rear, as did Cody Nevin. They put the right rear over the edge of the racetrack and we go 3 wide. Here comes Jacob Fields, says you know what, it might be a Thursday night, might be a Friday for us. He's gone for the daily double. He's going to lose that position back to Cody Nevin down into 1 and 2. Cody on track equals faster. You might be on the racetrack, but you need to be on the actual racing surface. Off the racetrack, he's not fast. I can't tell you how many times we've already told you that. It's in the Power Plats presentation. Like, hey Zeus, get it going. Get it figured out. Fritz again off the racetrack a little bit. Jacob Fields up to position number 3. Fitz works back to the inside. Look out, there's some contact. Everybody, Roberts, Nevin, Berry, they all done well not to get into the back of each other and turn each other around. Berry works through the middle, through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Fritz trying to come back after Jacob Fields once again. Wilson has got about a 7/10 of an advantage over Dylan Yeager. Again, you watch right around the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th position on the racetrack. Berry, he was still trying to make it work down low and through the middle at both ends. Here comes Cody Nevin. Nevin was quick in the opening 10 laps. Fortunately for Cody Nevin, yellow flag will fly here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Second time in your A main for tonight. So again, a big night of racing. Of course, the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro late models, followed by the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. As Josh said earlier, confirmed Ayrton Jennerton is confirmed as one of the drivers that will contest at the Cedar Lake Speedway. If only we had a couple of drivers that we could go and chat to. You know what, we probably could. But I think they're over in a different Discord, so I can't actually chat to them. Unless they're there and it's not gonna matter, so we can't actually go and figure out where these guys are. Alright, here we go. A-Main is back underway. Sorry, wasn't paying attention for the first half lap. I was actually doing something else. I was looking at something else, looking at a message. As we start our 20th lap. Top 5, it looks like this. Dylan Wilson, Dylan Yeager, Jacob Fields, Scott Fretz, Josh Fuller, Cody Nevin outside your top 5. Not a whole lot going on here at Lucas Oil. Meanwhile, of Corey Roberts got some pressure from Robbie Everhart. Roberts in the one machine on the outside. Everhart in caliber 12, working to the low side through 1 and 2. 21 down, 29 to go, so not far, just under a handful of laps until we reach the half race distance. Fuller getting a little higher again. That opens up the door for Cody Nevin. Driving that WFO number 11 machine as he works down to the bottom side through 3 and 4. Fritz still trying to get by Jacob Fields for that final spot on the podium. At the moment, Dylan Wilson, Dylan Yeager still hold the number 1 and 2 positions. Here we go. Look at Fritz in car 48. That's the black and blue entry with the yellow spoiler. He's got a run at the line. I think he might have had third at the start-finish line. But Jacob Fields has got the momentum through turn number 1 and 2. So Fields has got 1 and 2 figured out. He just needs to figure out how to get through turn number 3 and 4. Fritz hits the moisture on the bottom side. Give third. Back to Jacob Fields. And through the middle he goes again. Oh, look out. We go yellow. So, with these cautions keep coming out, we are not going to embark on lap traffic. You got to wonder how many more opportunities is Dylan Yeager going to get. We know he loves to catfish around the bottom. It's very tricky to get around here, especially on the bottom in a sprint car. Never figured out what it's like to run around here in a late model. So 2 to green at the moment. Lights should go out this time. Alright guys, coming to the green, coming to the green. Nuts to butts, nose to tail. Is that right? Is that right, Butsy? Is that how Nick would say it? Surely that's right. Surely that's got a bit of Justin about it. Righto, here we go. Green is out. As we go back underway, and we're officially halfway home in the main event. 25 down and 25 to go. Here is a battle between Scott Fritz and Cody Nevin for positions number 4 and 5. Yeager still trying to run down Dylan Wilson. Meanwhile, Scott Fritz has moved back to position number 4 as he worked by Cody Nevin. Nevin going to go to the top into 3 and 4. Going to follow Jacob Fields upstairs. Scott Fritz, meanwhile, choosing to go back down to the bottom side through 3 and 4. He'll go through the middle. Just going to follow Jacob Fields as Fields going to go back to the last 3 or 4 laps prior to that yellow coming out. He was able to roll through the middle. He was able to drive around the outside of Scott Fritz, and Scott Fritz would have learned that. He would have kept that in the memory bank and figured, well, you know what? If he's good through the middle, maybe that's where he needs to be running at the moment. Meanwhile, closing in on your race leader is Dylan Yeager. It opens up to 3/10 of a second, but it gets shortened down the back straightaway. There was less than a car length in it. 30 down, 20 to go, the main event. Wilson upstairs. Yeager again beating the catfish on the bottom side of the racetrack. Gee, I tell you what, Dylan Yeager, he is superb through 1 and 2. If he can just figure out how to get 3 and 4 right, no doubt he will be very close to being the race leader. Wilson again runs through the middle of the racetrack. Yeager again to the inside. I think Yeager needs to change up the turn 3 and 4 strategy. Unless he finally gets it figured out, but the outside is just too damn good at the moment in 3 and 4. So maybe bottom 1 and 2 and top 3 and 4. Here he comes again. Will he go for the slide job? No, not quite just yet. And again, it is that outside line that Dylan Wilson has over Dylan Yeager, but you change it up on its head. You flip the coin into 1 and 2, and it's Yeager's good on the bottom. Now he goes for the slide job down into turns 3 and 4. Again, leaves the door open for Dylan Wilson. Wilson back to the inside. Wilson this time going to run the bottom in 1 and 2, but he misses it. Here again, Jaeger and Wilson side by side down into turn number 3. What a battle between the Dylans. Who will have the advantage as they come to the start-finish line? Dylan Wilson going to have it. Jaeger, he stabs the brakes and tries to turn it back underneath and gets the run, gets the moisture down the bottom side. Wilson goes back to the top, and now there it is. Looks like a little better, but just lacking a little bit of grip on the exit of turn number 4. Wilson nearly catches the tyre that does not move. He'll go back to the top. Jaeger going to follow him down into turns 3 and 4. How could you watch anything else but a battle for the race lead? Fields runs in third. Fritz and Nevin, those drivers round out your top 5. Although right now, Dylan Wilson, he's in protection mode at the moment. You don't want to protect too much because you give Dylan Jaeger a sniff. You give him an opportunity, and you know he's going to hope he'll take it. One way or another, he will try to find a way around you. He's not going to dirty you. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it the right way. Again, he goes to the bottom, just comes through the middle, just above the moisture on the bottom. So again, just lacking that extra bit of grip out of turn number 4 is Dylan Jaeger on the bottom. There is Dylan Wilson again. He's got that figured out. We've got 40 down and 10 to run. Third place, Jacob Fields battle on once again for 4th and 5th. Fritz on the bottom. Here comes Cody Nevin on the outside. Cody Nevin has got the run. I think Fritz still had 4th at the line, but Cody Nevin has finally got this WFO Majula C Speed Shop number 11 hooked up on the top side of the racetrack, and Cody Nevin move himself to position number 4. Biggest mover through the field, Jaden Sheen, from 16th to 10th. He is +6 at the moment. So we've got lap traffic, but it is a 2.5 difference right now between Dylan Wilson and Dylan Jaeger. So at the moment, the lap car is playing nice and just staying out of harm's way for the leaders. Meanwhile, look out, Schreckengoss. He's just trying to run the bottom side, but he's got a battle on for fourth and 5th position. Fritz and Nevin. Fritz in the 48 on the bottom side. Nevin on the top in car number 11. Fritz still not giving up on that bottom side of the racetrack at both ends of the racetrack. Because meanwhile, Cody Nevin now again just starts to find the speed through 1 and 2 once again. Back behind them, Corey Roberts and Josh Fuller, as those two drivers are closing in on Nevin and Fritz for positions number 4 and 5. And this what turned out to be a 2-car battle. Pending time, we've only got 3 to go. We may not even have time. I was going to say it might even become a 4-car battle. Popsicle sticks are out, 2 to run for Dylan Wilson. He just rolls the bottom. Back to the top again. What was working for him throughout the course of the main event. Down the back straight away for the final time. The Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro Late Model is brought to you by Majula C Speed Shop and O'Brien Industries. With 3 and 4, it is gonna be Dylan Wilson collecting victory here at Lucas Oil. Second will go to Dylan Jaeger. Jacob Fields home in third. Cody Nevin 4th. 5th is going to be Scott Fritz. Eric to Corey Roberts, Josh Fuller, Tyler Berry, Robbie Everhart, and Jaden Sheen round out your top 10. We take a look at those official results. Braden Taylor comes home in 11th, Joseph Johnson 12th, Carl Shackle 13th, Kyle Schreckengoss, BJ Duval, and Raven Jaskulski to make up your 16 drivers. So we're going to quickly go downstairs and chat to Your podium drivers will chat to the winner here tonight in caliber 80. It is Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations on the win. And well, that was almost a little too easy, but man, I tell you what, yeah, you certainly had that car hooked up late towards that race.
Yeah, car felt great. I use a Fairbury set for there and have never adjusted it. So I like the way it feels there, and it didn't let me down again.
Talk us through your reasoning on using a Fairbury set here, because if you sort of look at the two, Fairbury's got a little bit more banking than what Lucas Oil does. So what was the reasoning in choosing a Fairbury set?
Yeah, there was no other reason than we ran a race there, and then I went to Lucas for another league race, and that was a set I had, and I didn't have anything for Lucas. And I was like, screw it, I'll just use this one. And it worked great that race, and it worked great for tonight too.
Well, mate, another victory here in the Bluegrass iRacing Series Pro late models, and again tonight counting towards the national tour with the World of Thunder Resports League. You've got to be happy with how you're progressing throughout the season, of course.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the national points stack up. I know I missed a lot of races over there at Wotel, so I think I've made most of these except for one. So if it gets us up there in points, then cool. But I think we're leading points in the Bluegrass Series and final weeks next week. So we'll show up for this one and hopefully win the points battle, whatever that pays. Then great.
All right, well, look, well done on the win here tonight at Lucas Oil. Good luck next week at Charlotte. Before we let you go, Dylan, sponsor on this car, Pit behind the scenes, mate, who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, thanks to D1RT Racing as always. Thanks to John Darby for the wrap. It's killer. And thanks to UDTV for broadcasting this, and Bluegrass for putting this on.
All right, Dylan Wilson home in first place, home in second place tonight, and well, serves him right for running a Christmas theme car in November. Yeah, not until December. Maybe you might go to Victory Lane next month. Dylan Yeager, congratulations on second place, and probably one that got away from you there in the end.
Yeah, I had to try something. Once Wilson found that bottom in 1 and 2, I said, there's no way I'm going to get around him. That was the only thing that was really keeping me with him, because my car was just too tight to run the top. Every time I get up there in the tacky, it would just push. So went up to the top in 1 and 2 to just try it, and the car didn't turn. So, oh well, I had to try something, because I wasn't going to pass him just following him.
You were good through 1 and 2 on the bottom. 3 and 4, turn 3, you were decent. It was just sort of lacking that moisture on the bottom side out of turn number 4. Was there a point in that race where you thought, well, maybe you've got to try something different than the bottom in 3 and 4, because there was just not enough drive to get by Dylan?
Yeah, I tried the top a couple times, but like I said, that thing had nothing on the top. I couldn't get the thing to rotate. I went too low on the right rear spring, and it just had nothing on the top. So, at least I know not to do that for next time. And there were obviously some stuff there that I probably could have done to win that race, but didn't. But, we'll take the second. Consistency's key.
No, well, look, well done on second place here tonight at Lucas Oil. Before we let you go, of course, people that need to be thanked, sponsors, of course.
Yeah, as always, got to thank the boys at CFM Esports and Jules C Speed Shop, Tortoisala Frenchies, JDM Designs, NLRA, everybody over there. Got to thank you for the broadcast and Bluegrass for putting the race on.
All right, well, Dylan Yang, congratulations on second place. Don't have Jacob Fields. We do have our hard charger tonight, Jaden Sheehan, who comes home in 10th position, +6 tonight. Jaden, your hard charger, and well, you made it look harder than what it should have been. You started dead last in the field. You could technically only go forward. Your hard charger tonight, you got to be happy about the top 10 result.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coming into tonight, starting from the back, what was your game plan?
I've kind of been starting in the rear the last how many ever weeks. Just kind of hasn't been going my way during the heat races. Something happens in front of me, or someone just drives up into me, where I just literally keep getting put into the rear in these races and having to fight for my life to try and even finish top 10. It's been week after week. Last week started 21st, went up to 9th, tonight 16th to 10th. It's just been a battle, and trying to fight these guys in the rear, trying to make clean passes, decisions. It's been a struggle.
All right, we go to Charlotte next week for the final round of the series. Taking away some good momentum from tonight and going to next week. How do you feel going into next week at the dirt track of Charlotte?
Honestly, still a little nervous due to the fact that it's just week after week I keep getting taken out and put back to the rear. So I want to do good. I want to finish up and racing with these top guys, but It's just been a struggle. I just want to shout out to Speed Ranch for all the support, all the assistance, Warrior Raps, Warrior Team, for all the support that they give me trying to run through this. Granted, I am a lower I rating, so racing these big 7,000 plus guys, it's disheartening, but it feels good knowing I can actually somewhat run against them.
No, look, well done on tonight's hard charger, Jaden. Again, before we let you go, sponsor on this race car, pit behind the scenes, buddy. Who makes this possible for you in the 5 car?
That's going to be Warrior Raps, Warrior Racing, Speed Ranch. Those are the main 3. Shout out to Wednesday Night Rumble League. I'm an admin for that, so go ahead and join. We have a new season coming up for the Winter Series, so check that out if you're interested. It's going to be big block super late models. Little shout out there.
Yeah, buddy, you do what you got to do. Well done on tonight's hard charger, and we'll hope that we'll certainly see you back next week for Charlotte, the final round.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
There we go, Jaden Sheen here. Home in 10th place and was tonight your official hard charger. That will do for the Bluegrass Iracing Series Pro late models here tonight from the Lucas Oil Racetrack. It's been a pretty good night. We've got the Apex Autogeist and Tinty 14 Wing Sprint Cars coming up in just a few moments' time. We'll get ready to change up out of this one. Get ready for the 410 Sprint Cars. I believe Brendan Grover, Tyler Harris will be on the call for that one. So it'll be a good call as we get set for the second part of our doubleheader. Until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying goodbye for now.